This is Scott Becker with the Becker Private Equity and Business Podcast. These are 14 stories that we're following this week. Again, on the Becker Private Equity and Business Podcast, you get short business episodes, short issues dealing with private equity. You get sometimes my own irreverent episodes. And then finally, you get interviews with great private equity and business leaders. So the first story we're following today is there's been this huge discussion of the non-compete ban proposed by the FTC. A federal court has temporarily blocked that ban from taking effect in September, ruling that the FTC overstepped its authority to add such a ban. The second story we're following is the markets reacted very favorably to a mixed jobs report on last week. More jobs created, but unemployment grew to 4.1%, and that's the highest that's been in about 3 years. That was, that's what's going on there. Moderation in hiring, and some believe that this is going to lead the Fed at some point to lower rates sooner versus later. The third story we're following this week is Saks Fifth Avenue. The owners of Saks Fifth buying Neiman Marcus in a $2.65 billion deal. Didn't see that coming. The buyer group also includes Amazon and Salesforce, and sort of fascinating. Fourth story, very similar. Macy's at a spot where the offer to buy Macy's has been increased by a private equity fund to $7.65 billion. That includes the landlord and a private equity fund. So fascinating to see that. Fifth story, Bitcoin has tumbled some, although it's recovering a little bit. It had tumbled to 55,000 last week and 50,000. Now it's back up at about 55, 57,000. Sixth story we're following today, Meta Facebook is up 44% year to date as a market cap of nearly 1.3 trillion continues to thrive. Seventh story, I think that was the sixth story with Meta Facebook. Seventh, Tesla jumped again last week. Tesla was down about 35% year to date just about a month or so ago. Now it's back in the black, up a couple percent. I don't think many of us saw that coming. An eighth story we're following today, Walgreens Boots Alliance really taking it on the chin. It is down 57% year to date. Ninth, Walgreens, Lulu, and Intel have been the S&P 500's worst performance this year through the first half of 2024. 10th, I was thrilled to get a chance to interview the other day Ken Kaufman, the founder and chair of Kaufman Hall, just a brilliant business leader and a brilliant healthcare finance leader. 11th, CVS Health, led by Karen Lynch, is down 28% year to date. Don't underestimate Karen Lynch. She's a brilliant leader. What a challenging spot being in the payer business for Medicare Advantage, is taking on the chin a little bit, and the retail pharma business. But CVS better positioned than Walgreens Boots Alliance to try and fight through this. 12th, United Health Group is down nearly 7% year to date. Again, a well-run behemoth. About the fifth or sixth largest company in the U.S. by revenues, but United Healthcare down about 7%. They're more diversified than CVS and Walgreens, so weathering the changes a little bit better. Finally, we'll note, we know this before, the PE deal market is up 13% year over year through the first half of 2024, but still 30% or so below historic averages. Thank you for listening to the Becker Private Equity and Business Podcast. We'll be back at you later with some other episodes, both interviews and episodes. Thank you for listening to the Becker Private Equity and Business Podcast.